What's going on, guys? Rob Ferretti here, and you may look around the shop and try to figure out which one doesn't belong. And I know you're going to gravitate towards my Mecedes because it was only $1,000. But I just increased the value of this car, at least to me, or at least increased the functionality and the blinginess. I got Tire Rack sent me the Michelin X Ice winter tires and a new set of wheels going all around. But that's just safety, getting me from point A to point B. And honestly, like, I was shocked. I went to Tire Rack. I did this whole thing at the facility there. Very cool stuff. And I drove on an ice rink with the winter tires, and that made me like a convert. Now I've been driving around with them, even in the snow yesterday. I was like bombing around. It's just so much more confidence inspiring knowing you have winter tires on, which are much better than these all seasons, which have plenty of life left in them. Just, yeah. But that's not what I did. I made this car. When I say I made it, I paid somebody to make this car a little bit more like a Rolls Royce. I mean, now it's driving nice, and you have this luxury, let's just say, luxury aspect to like a Range Rover, a Maybach, or a Rolls Royce. And the one thing that I say that I got in these cars, and I was like, wow, that's really cool, I now have. And you can ignore the mess because I've been moving stuff out of my house. But check that out. You now have the starry sky. So, and that's pretty cool. Now, I'm bragging a little bit. This whole thing cost me $500. It was me probably drunk on Facebook Marketplace. And I said, wow, that looks really cool. I'm going to do that. And for $500, I had these guys come. They put 430 fiber optic lights into the roof liner. We had to sort of take everything off here. And then what they do is they take, once you have the entire roof down, you take a pin, like a standard pin, like a thumbtack, poke holes in it. Then you wire, and you take this thing. What they did was they gridded out the back. They took it, put it in the quadrants, drew little dots, poke, 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 and then they pulled each individual fiber optic wire through that. And then with the fiber optic wire, when you hit it with a light on the one end, the light travels through each individual thing. And now, I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. They just clip these. So if you see on the floor, and let me see if I can find some. There you go, some of them. Like, they pull this all the way through the roof, and then they just snip it off. And some of them end up on the floor. But you could flush those a little tighter, I'm sure. And otherwise, like, I can literally feel like the bumps. And with the Rolls Royces and everything like that, I'm sure you don't get that, but I paid $500. You know how much Rolls Royce charges for that? I'm going to say 30 grand for a Starlight roof. I don't know what it's called. I always thought it was a cool option. It's absolutely the epitome of unnecessary. But for me, just, I don't know, it's some novelty that makes the car a little bit cooler. And my 7-year-old kid loves it. Now, it comes with this, which changes up everything. It'll change the colors. You can change all the different colors. You can change the flash, breathe. You can make it bounce along to music. And then you can turn them on and off. The problem with my lights is, and if you see this thing lights up, and I got a new battery for it, thinking that this may have died. This worked for like a hot minute, and I think the module went bad. So now these lights don't turn off. Just one of those things. But the good news is I don't think that, clearly it doesn't have too much of a draw because I've been starting the car without a problem. I mean, imagine having one light on overnight. I drive the car every day, so it hasn't been a problem yet. But I have to get a new module for this thing so we can actually get back into changing those lights and everything. But I think it's cool. So now we have a full winter beast. This thing does everything it needs to do. I want to tell you that I didn't screw the car up a little bit, but I sort of did. And you can't really see it. It cracked my front bumper. trying to push Shavam's Evo, and then this will speak volumes, but yeah, that's a whole nother story. And I got the footprints over there. I used a strap because I was in the snow. I had to move Shavam's Evo off of Jeff's place because the lease is up. And, you know, we had to get it over to the truck. My truck didn't have a winch on it because Jeff took it off for some reason. So now I was trying to get it on my other truck, and I had a hand winch, but the hand winch wasn't long enough. We tried to line it up. There's no steering wheel in the damn Evo, so it's virtually impossible to move, and the ground is covered in ice and snow, so you try to push it, you can't go anywhere. I hooked this up, closed the trunk on it, hooked it up to the roll bar, and I was able to pull it out and line it up almost with the truck, but it was off a little bit. So I did the same thing, and I went sideways, parallel to the, or perpendicular to the car, and I was going to pull it sideways just a little bit, just to square it up a little bit. And what I ended up doing was sort of pulling the trunk. And now, well, whatever. I can't open it. So I just got a tail dangling along. So whereas I increased the value a little bit by making my car a little bit cooler and driving a heck of a lot better, and I think I must have either a bent wheel or they're out of balance or something, but this car drives really nice on these new things, and I think it's cool. It's got the novelty factor. It's got leather seats. It's got heated steering wheel. I think y'all are jealous. Well, maybe, probably not. But this car I've had now for over 2 years, and can I say I've had no problems with it? No, I've had a couple, like this one wasn't so great. And that still hasn't been attended to because I went to the dealership and I said, hey, this thing is covered under 25-year warranty because it was a recall or a defect with something with one of the brake modules. They're like, all right, you just got to give us 2 hours of labor as a diagnosis fee. If it's that, we'll fix it for free. If it's not that, then we have to charge you for the labor. Sure enough. Yeah, and I'm like, well, yeah, I totally got the stop sign, totally got that. They came back and said, yeah, we ran the thing and we tested the module and it's okay. I'm like, yeah, but like I've actually lost brakes. Like the brakes failed several times on me. So clearly it's not okay. But what am I going to do? I'm going to argue with it. If my brakes fail and they told me they didn't or they shouldn't, then I get to pick a fight with Mecedes Benz. Other than that, virtually nothing. Well, you know what? This was pretty good too. I commuted to work in this thing. It did start this morning, so that was surprising. I did go in last night wondering when it was going to turn off. We're now 12 minutes and 10 seconds into me having parked and the fan's blazing. The car does not run hot. I'm just sort of trying to answer the question, just how long will these fans go? I'm just going to cut to just how long it goes. All right, I lied. We're now at 19 minutes, 30 seconds. That is correct. All right, we have passed a full 30 minutes. Now we're going on 31 minutes. This is interesting as well, that the dash, get in there, get tight. The dash is on as well. It shouldn't be on. All right, I officially put a stop to that at 36 minutes and 25 seconds. And obviously it's drained the battery to the point where I'm now getting all of these fault warnings again, which I did not have this morning. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out. Bring it to the shop. So that wasted a bunch of my life. That was a quick one. That was a $170 fix. and that was just changing the coolant switch, or the temperature sensor was reading that the car was hot like eternally, so it kept the fans running to try to cool it down. They swapped that. It was 170 bucks and good. Other than that, this thing's been a treat. Just got my oil change done, and I think we're good to go. I'm just gonna run this till it stops running. I mean, what is this the whole thing about? Like, even with the bumper, or with the trunk, yeah, I want to get some stuff out of the trunk, but other than that, it was like, that sucks. But that's why you do that with a car like this, because I don't feel bad. It's just a utilitarian car that I sort of drive every day, and now I have to clean it, but I get my house project started. Like, just good stuff. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'm starting to ramble right now, but I'm excited to bring you along on the rest of my winter journey. And as you are piecing 1 and 2 together, the Evo project is going to take place now in December, and we're going to get that thing painted and running, and I'm going to race Rob Dom with it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll race Rob Dom in my Corvette, but also that Evo, because I think I'll have the Evo race ready before his 4-rotor. Rob Ferretti, calling out Rob. Rob versus Rob. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. For those of you not familiar with my other company, I started a company called Adventure Drives, which combines driving and bucket list travel. It's a lot of fun. If you're interested, prices can be done per person. Don't worry if you don't have somebody to go with you. We can match you up with somebody. You can check the link in the description for adventuredrives.com and sign up today.